All right, everybody. Vincent met Giancarlo Esposito. So we have an exclusive scoop here on the Lame Guys podcast about what he's going to be in the MCU. Go ahead.
It's the Lame Guys podcast.
Yeah, I wish we had that type of pull.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah, yesterday me and Emily went to Dallas Fanexpo. Went to the Friday, the start of it, and bro, it was a fun time. We haven't been in a couple years, and I knew he was going to show up. I just didn't think I was going to be able to meet him. But when we walked over to like the celebrity area, he was literally packing up. They were packing up his stuff, and they were like, "Sorry, like whatever, we're done." This other couple went in front of us. And they were like looking, and he told them, "Come on, motherfuckers! Like, let's go!" So they did it. They took their photo. I told Emily, I'm like, "It's not much money. Like, let's just do it. Let's take a photo." And I really wanted, because we have the new mics, so we can walk around and do stuff with. I really, really wanted to get like a little mini interview. And I asked the lady, like, "Is it just photos? Like, no videos or anything?" She said, "No videos, just photos." And I'm like, "Gosh," because I would have loved to get like a little mini, like 1 minute interview or something. Would have been cool, but couldn't do that. But yeah. Met him, really cool guy. Kind of short, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I saw
the photo. And it's like that with a lot of celebrities, bro. You see them on the movies and TVs, and you're like, God, bro, they're larger than life characters. And I'm like, bro, we're like the same height. Like, that's cool.
Isn't it the same for like Tom Cruise? Like, isn't Tom Cruise really short?
Tom Cruise is very short.
And like he always has to wear like stilettos or something.
Yes, he is very short.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I guess you don't really tell. You can't really tell when you're watching them on the screen. But I'm sure a lot of people are short, bro.
No, yeah, like the biggest one I remember hearing is Tom Hardy.
Yeah,
when he was Bane, when he was going against Christian Bale as Bane, he's shorter than Christian Bale, so they had to give him bigger like soles in his boots to make him on level with him, or if not a little bit bigger. But I thought that's so wild. Like, he's obviously more physical than Christian Bale, but he's not as tall, which is crazy.
Yeah, which is crazy. Like, I just think, I'm sure there's a lot of famous. I think Zac Efron's like 5'8" too.
Is he really?
I think so. Bruno Mars, I know, is really short.
Yeah, Bruno's short.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't really think about it like that. Like, I'm 6'2", you're 5'10". Mm-hmm. Like, we're taller than a lot of people. And so I guess you don't really consider like celebrities. I guess you just assume they're all tall. But
yeah, like I said, you just look at them larger than life. But no, I mean, he was really cool talking to us. But then I told him after we took our photo, I was like, "Hey, me and my best friend Mario, we have a podcast, and we've been speculating. We're really excited for you to be in Marvel, and we can't wait to see what happens." He just said, "Keep speculating." He goes, "You're gonna love it." He goes, "Keep blowing up socials." He's like, "Just keep it up." Yeah. He goes, "You're really going to like it." And I was like, "No, we're excited. We can't wait to see you." He goes, "All right. You'll see it soon." And I'm thinking, oh, man. I just thought, bro, I want to be like, "Are you Norman? Are you Doom? Who are you, motherfucker?"
I was going to ask, do you think, okay, so that means now that you met him, I think you finally have to watch Breaking Bad, bro.
Yeah.
I know you've been saying it. I know you've been saying you want to watch it, but, like, you have to get it done now that you met him. But I was going to ask, do you think, let's say you met Giancarlo yesterday. Do you think if he found out that you haven't seen Breaking Bad, do you think that would affect him in any way? Like, as far as like I'm not saying you're the biggest fan of him anyways, but I'm just saying, like, let's say somebody was, and then he found out they didn't watch Breaking Bad. Do you think he'd be like, "You're a fan of me, but you haven't seen me in Breaking Bad,"
which is arguably his biggest?
Yes. Like, do you think actors ever like would think twice about that, or do you think they would just be like, "Oh, I mean, some people just don't watch that. It's fine. You've seen me in other things, I guess."
That's a good question. I don't know, honestly.
Like, I don't know either.
Because for me, like, he was Stan from The Boys, and then he was also Moff Gideon in Mandalorian. He was
in Maze Runner as well, Scorched Trials.
See, I didn't even realize that whenever I went to his stuff or whatever, his IMDb, to look at his projects, because I was like, where else has he been in? Because I knew Breaking Bad, I knew Mandalorian, I knew obviously Abigail. He was just in Abigail when we watched that, and then The Boys, and obviously Captain America. He's coming in. But I was like, what else has he been in? And I saw a lot of his stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you've really been out here.
He's been out there.
I think it was just Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad for me was his first
him out there,
where I first noticed him. And I think after that, that's where he was a well-known actor.
Yeah,
because his villain in that is great.
Oh, he's great. And then he was also the villain in Far Cry.
Yes,
I never played it, but I watched a lot of the videos. I played it.
It was really good.
Yeah, I watched a lot of the videos for it.
I wish he had more cutscenes in the game. Just because like Joseph Seed was really good. The guy from the second Far Cry or third Far Cry, what's his name?
The second one,
the third one, The third one was when they're on that island and we get like that legendary villain.
Voss.
Yes.
Gosh, bro. Voss
See,
was so good.
I wish Giancarlo had more of that, but I think he's too big, and I think like in the budget, like it was.
See, because for that gosh, I really wish I remembered his name, but that villain, the actor for them, he did the
Voss.
mocap stuff.
Yeah.
And he also he did the full facial,
and he was
went
in a lot of
fully
it.
in
He was in a lot of it. I feel
Yeah.
compared to the other ones, and like Joseph T was a really good villain, but he wasn't really in. And then Giancarlo has some cutscenes in it, but it's not very. I just wish he was in it more.
No, yeah. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I have yet to see him as Gus.
Yeah, you need
So,
to do. That's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, you met him. Like you have to watch it now.
And
bro.
he's such a chill person, bro. Like now, you hear these stories about celebrities. They're just there,
You
bro,
can
just
feel
to
the
get it
energy.
over with.
You can feel energy.
Yeah, but literally, as soon as he told the couple, "Come on, motherfuckers," I was like, "Bro, this dude's so cool."
Yeah.
But no, it was really cool to see him. And I've realized past couple times I've said his name wrong a lot. I'm always
Giancarlo Esposito. Is that
Yeah.
not how you say it?
it's Esposito.
Esposito. Okay.
Yeah, because he's African American and Italian.
Yeah. Jeez.
What a mixture.
Yeah.
But
that's
yeah,
crazy.
because in my head I'm like, bro, I feel like I always say it wrong. But then I went to one of his interviews and he said Esposito, and I was like, okay, so it's Esposito, but you say with the accent.
Esposito, Yeah.
Yeah, so
Which that makes sense now that you say that, because in Breaking Bad he plays a Latino
Mm.
and his Spanish is very choppy.
really,
And so I just assumed that he grew up probably never speaking Spanish, but that makes sense. He's not even Hispanic. Like he's
black
Latin
and
and
Italian.
and black. Yeah. So
Yep.
that makes sense.
But yeah, it was cool. Met him, and then Emily went to meet Hayden Panettiere, so we did that last minute,
Yeah.
and
That's very cool.
I was like, this one right here.
Yeah, I mean Hayden Panettiere, bro. When I was younger, biggest crush on her. Dude.
yeah, bro.
Shit.
I told Emily, I was like, I just want to shake her hand and say, God, you're you.
She's
bro.
a legend, bro.
Yeah,
She's a legend.
she really is.
Yep.
But that was pretty cool. And then the one thing I wanted to off subject wanted to ask you: are we getting this fight at UFC 303?
Oh,
Conor
Yeah,
and Michael,
I mean,
bro.
So apparently Michael put out an interview last night. I was gonna send it to you, or I saw it this morning, and he was doing an interview, and he said the fight is on as of right now. I think he went on the Pivot podcast or something. He went on somewhere where it was a big podcast, and he said as of right now, I wish he said as of right now the fight is on.
Oh, good.
I hope so, dude. I want to see Conor at least fight one more time. I feel like we got robbed the last time because his leg broke. I mean, he was still getting his ass whooped anyway, but like his leg got broke. I mean, the fight game is crazy. Like anything can happen. So I feel like we got robbed of that one. So I just want to see him fight one more time, even if he loses. Like that's fine. I hope so, bro. I hope so. If the fight doesn't happen, I honestly I want him just to retire and I want to be done with it.
Yeah, because the sad part is at this point he doesn't need a fight.
No, he doesn't.
As big as he is, he does not need a fight. He's doing it because he says he still loves the game, and at the same time, I guarantee the pressure is on, dude. Everyone constantly gets on him like, when are you returning? When are you returning? When are you returning? You know that fire is still in him. But at the same time, he's made millions off of everything else he's done.
He's got to find that fight, that fight mentality that
Yeah.
I need to get off my yacht and I need to go train and and that's hard, bro.
See, that fight to survive type mentality isn't there anymore.
Yep.
But then at the same time, you
The
got people
hunger.
like Floyd, who knows damn well he doesn't need to do anything else in life, but he'll still take these exhibitions and still win.
Well, yeah, because I think he knows he can go like 80-75%, like
Yeah.
hard, where Conor, he's fighting, he's got to go 100% because if not, he's going to get his head chopped off. So, I don't know, bro. I mean, I hope it does. I hope it does happen. If it doesn't happen, or do you want to see him fight again, or you just want him to retire?
I would love to see him fight one more time because I agree. Like, I feel like we got robbed, but then I just feel like I just need that closure one more time with Conor's fights because he is so entertaining, dude.
I just think okay, so at this rate, he's kind of fighting like every 2 years at this rate.
Okay.
And so, because he came back and he fought Cowboy Cerrone. After he lost Khabib, he took like 2 years off.
Yeah, and he fought
Then he
Cerrone
fought
in 2019, right? The end of 2019.
Yeah, and then he fought Dustin Poirier, I think, in 2021, I think. And then they fought in Abu Dhabi because it was still like COVID times.
And that's when Conor was polite Conor.
Yes, and he got knocked out. And then him and Dustin fought again, but I think even that one was like a year or so, a year and a half later. And then now, I mean, bro, that one was 2022. Him and Dustin, or 2022?
Was that 2022?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
And so, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it's 2022. And now we're in 2024. So if he doesn't fight Michael Chandler, then one would assume another year and a half, 2 years before he fights again. And at that point, I just think, bro, okay, motherfucker's already old. Like, let's just stop. So, I don't know. I just want him to fight, but who knows? I personally think Michael Chandler's going to spark him.
Yeah, that's the sad part. A lot of people are saying that. But I'm just thinking, come on, Connor, surprise everyone. Do the
hope
Jose
so.
Aldo thing.
He released a little clip of
sparring.
And he looks sharp. But he always looks sharp. I feel like he always looks sharp. It's a matter of getting in there, and I mean, and I say the rust thing, but Michael Chandler also he's been waiting for this Conor fight, so he also has not been fighting.
Yeah.
So he may be a little rusty too. So I don't know. I'm gonna want Conor to win, but at the same time, I would not be surprised if Michael Chandler sparks him.
No, Connor's a legend already, dude. In UFC.
His legacy's already done. I mean, a loss doesn't do anything to him. I mean,
that's the sad part. Like, him losing will do nothing. It's just gonna. All right, well,
a loss.
But if he wins, it's like, damn, he still got it. The king is back, baby.
Yeah, you saw Jake Paul, Mike Tyson got rescheduled for November.
Yeah, saw that due to the health issue with Mike.
I think the health issue with Mike has killed. I mean, I already think a lot of people were critiquing the fight anyways, but I think the health issue with Mike now, and now that it's rescheduled, I think has completely killed any type of hype that there was for this fight.
So for me, I'm not gonna lie. Even whenever it got announced, I remember sending it to you, and I was just like, fuck it. Back in Dallas, Jake just loves Dallas. We're coming. We're going to Jerry's World, and it's going to be against Tyson, bro. I would love to say I actually saw a Mike Tyson fight. Like, that's something like that. Like, both of us would love to say we saw Jordan,
right,
play basketball. But like, this one is Mike Tyson. I'm down to go see it. And I remember you saying, bro, like, Jake does not need this. Mike's old. Like, if he knocks him out, great. You knocked out an older fighter. But if he gets knocked out, congrats. You got knocked out by an older fighter. Like, it's a lose-lose for Jake.
Yes.
But me, I just kept thinking, bro, but it's still Mike Tyson. Like that, he's still got that dog in him. And then all the training videos came out, and I was like, bro, yeah, see? I mean, he still looks good. I'm happy. I've been all for it. And then the health scare happened. I thought the hype just kind of went away. I was just like, bro, this is it. This one would just sit.
You just think, like, why are we doing this? I mean, Mike's 58. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't know, bro. I mean, I'm all for like these celebrity type fights because they're big and like we get these matchups that we would never get in regular boxing. But I think, like, bro, Mike's 58. Like, what if Jake knocks him out? I think I'm just gonna be like, I mean, bro, you knocked out a 58-year-old. Like, what do you want me to say here? Like, I can't defend you. Like before when he knocked out Tyron Woodley and he's knocked out like those are people that are just coming off their UFC careers. Mike has not boxed, bro, since what, the 90s.
I mean, he just did the Roy Wood thing.
Oh yeah, he did the and that was on a Jake Paul. That was on Jake Paul also fight on that card.
And Nate, right?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know, bro. I feel like it getting rescheduled now has just completely killed the hype because I think I saw it was on pace to break the boxing record at Cowboy Stadium.
Gosh, man. Who previously held by Canelo?
I assume so. I don't know. I'm curious though if that sells, like, because I think tickets were selling, and I'm curious now if they sell.
That sucks, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we're going to go anyways, especially since Survivor Series
for that
in November.
one, yeah, I think we said we were going to end up saving for hopefully whenever they fucking release where Survivor Series is going to be.
Yeah.
We were going to say for that, but then this one got pushed back to November, and it's like, gosh, they're both in November.
Yeah. So then for sure you got to choose. And I'm sorry, I'm picking WWE.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even whenever I told Emily what you said, that now we have a choice, and I was like, okay, go to a Mike Tyson fight or doing a full experience and travel somewhere, possibly. Probably WWE.
Yeah, I'm 100% down to just say for WWE, dude. I mean, I've already seen Jake fight. Like, I'm honestly fulfilled. Yeah, I'm honestly fulfilled. Like, I mean, unless there was like a crazy like him and Conor.
Oh, bro,
that
was in Dallas,
insane.
bro. If they did Conor and Jake in Dallas,
yeah, I'd go
be
to
like,
that for sure.
I'd be like, sorry, bro. Fuck Survivor Series. You're talking about two of the biggest trash talkers, bro. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Fuck that. But anyways, Lame Guys Podcast. We're here. What episode are we on now?
Episode
I'm losing track,
33.
Dude. 33. Can you believe it? Where do you want to start with today?
This is Mario.
I'm
Vincent.
Sorry, this is Mario.
Let's start off with this one, dude. We haven't spoken about this one in a little bit, so we got some of the Last of Us 2 news.
Yeah. I love talking about Last of Us.
Not talking about the video game, the best video game ever, but talking about the season, the actual TV show. So production is well underway. We got some production or some photos that come out with Bella and Pedro as Joel and Ellie, and we're back, man. We're back, full steam ahead. And we found out that season 2, which I don't know, to me is a little disappointing, is only going to be 7 episodes long. We found that out. We found out season 3 will be significantly larger, and season 4 will potentially happen. So they've already greenlit season 3, sounds like, but they have not greenlit season 4 yet. So all that says is like, do they just think, okay, we're going to continue to film everything we're filming, and we're going to schedule everything for season 2, for season 3, and for season 4. But what happens, which I will bet money it will not happen, but what happens if they don't greenlight season 4? So where is the story going to end in season 3? Like, is it going to be the biggest cliffhanger ever, or what? But with all that news, how do you feel?
It just goes to show what we were saying. I've said that the second game is so long that you could really stretch it out. And there's a lot of stuff in the game that I feel like the show could touch on. Like, for example, in the beginning of the game, we get Joel and Ellie's relationship is kind of...
It's rocky.
It's rocky.
Yeah.
So we don't really... They touch on it a little, but we don't really get to see, like, you know, how it's been in the city. Like, we just see Ellie grown up. It's already been, like, a few years. Like, you could tell she's significantly older. So that whole time that we just skip over could also be in a show. And so I personally think this just lets me think that season 2 is going to lead up to, spoiler for people who don't know, but Joel dies in the game. Season 2, the finale is going to be Joel dying.
So Dave Mason, is that his last name? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Oh, so well, they said that he apparently said one of the episodes in season 2 will be quite big and close to a full feature length. Yep. So, what is that, an hour and a half episode?
I assume so.
Because typically feature lengths are, hour and a half to 2.5 hours nowadays. So, I mean, that one, everyone's saying that's going to be the episode
where Joel dies.
Yeah.
I think the last episode is Joel dying. So that means that you can touch on why the relationship was rocky. You can touch on how it's been since they moved to this place. You can touch on, like, they do these patrols, like Ellie, they all have to take shifts doing patrols. You could touch on that stuff. Like, you still can have the zombie aspect in it. And then it can ultimately lead to Joel dying, and then season 3 is like Abby and Ellie.
I was about to say Abby's point of view.
Yeah.
And then season 4 could end up being where you finally get Abby and Ellie together.
I mean, even in the game, there's some flashback scenes of Abby, like where she has to deal with after her dad dies, after Joel kills her dad. You could even touch on that. You can even give us a perspective of Ellie, and because Abby's already cast, a perspective of Abby, and you could see where they're coming of age and they're dealing with all these feelings. And then season 3 ultimately leads to the second game.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I'm excited. I think they're gonna do 4 seasons either way. I think that's all talk. I think after season 2, 3 and 4 will probably get greenlit.
Yeah, because I remember in the beginning, me and you were both talking about how they're going to do multiple seasons, and or they could do multiple seasons with the second game. And I just honestly thought they would do
2 and 3.
2 and 3, and then you're the one who said, bro, they can stretch it out to maybe 4 or 5 or something like that. And then now with this news, I'm thinking, bro, you called it. Like, yes, like they for real know the second game is that big, and they can really, really play into a lot of those small stories, which for in the game was just a quick little, 5-minute thing, 10-minute thing. Oh, they're going to milk that much.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. And you can, and even in the first season, they skipped a lot of stuff that I feel like happened in the first game. Because it's TV, dude. And I mean, you can make like an event that maybe is only 30 minutes in the game. You could stretch it into an hour-long episode. So I just think, 7 episodes. I think that they're going to touch on that, and it's going to lead to Joel's death at the end. And then season 3 will be the official start of like the second game, in my opinion, of where Abby goes, or Ellie is going to look for Abby.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I'm curious to see how they do it. I mean, and at the same time, I think, okay, Bella. What's Bella got going on anyways? Like I think she's in it for the long haul. Dever, who's the girl?
Caitlin
Dever. I mean, I haven't really seen her in much. I would assume that she's in it for the long haul. Do you think this is only 7 episodes because Pedro's so busy?
Bro, yeah, that has a big factor into it. Pedro now being cast as Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four, and whatever in the hell he has, like he has so much stuff going on. Pedro is hot in the industry right now, so yeah.
As soon as I saw 7 episodes, I thought, I'm sure that Pedro's just been busy.
So typically the episodes in season 1 were about 45 to an hour, right?
Yeah.
So I could really see this just being an hour every single episode.
So good. Yeah, especially for 7 episodes.
Yeah, and episode 7 will probably be that feature length one.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, bro, I'm so ready for it. And we haven't even really discussed it. Bro, House of Dragon is next weekend.
Yes. Dude, this is going to be a good month for us.
House of Dragon is next weekend and The Boys as well, I think.
Yeah.
Bro, we're going to have a
we're
lot
back.
of TV. We're going to have a lot of TV. I cannot wait for House of Dragon. I feel like the hype is kind of down, but I feel like once we're there on Sunday, House of Dragon, like watching it, I think then I'll see social media really start talking about it.
Yeah, because House of Dragons for the first season, big surprise.
Bro,
Everyone was hyped because we all were ready to be back in the Game of Thrones
Yes.
world. But it was a genuine surprise. And I still say season 1 was definitely better than season 1 of Game of Thrones.
It's not even
so
close.
good.
It's not even close.
It was so good.
Yeah, and I can't wait for season 2. Some people have already seen the first episode. I think
Yeah.
we send each other.
God, bro, why
lucky,
can't we be
dude.
there?
In New York? In New York, can you imagine?
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
And yeah, they said it was really good. They said they make some changes from the book, but at the same time, the book I think is not fact. Like it's told from a perspective of somebody. So it does like just changing an event in the show shouldn't really piss people off. I'm sure it will piss people off, but I love watching going on after the episode and going to the TikTok and then seeing the perspective of people who have read the books and they can say like how it actually happens in the books and stuff.
What was different and what wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait. I just feel like that I haven't seen many people talk about it, but I feel like when we're there that Sunday watching it, I feel like the hype will be back.
No, yeah, and now they're just probably going to release another trailer saying literally coming out next week or something like that. We saw one trailer or 2 trailers already for it, and they look good, bro. I'm really excited to see what
HBO
happens.
Max is killing it, dude.
They really.
They have House of Dragon. They have Last of Us 2. Jeez, bro.
And then we got Amazon with The Boys.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for The Boys. Where do you want to go to next?
Well, bro, this podcast is technically associated with Marvel Studios at this point, bro. I feel like that's all we talk about until
I mean,
DC.
that's the only thing that's in the news.
Yeah,
really
about
right
to say
now.
until James Gunn releases that Superman movie, or we get some more trailer, or we get a trailer or whatever. We'll probably get some stuff here in Comic-Con next month. But we got Avengers 5 details, bro. That came out, and this is all just rumors. But a lot of stuff has been coming out, and a lot of outlets have been talking about. Apparently, bro, the 5th Avengers movie, which was previously titled Avengers Kang Dynasty, which will no longer be the title, but Avengers 5 will feature up to 60 characters, bro.
I believe it.
Now, for that, does it mean 60 characters as in 60 superheroes or
Just 60 characters.
60 characters overall? Because you can just have someone
Yeah, they're
like
a character.
just one agent from this many movies ago pops up.
Yeah.
This person, this side character pops up. That's a character right there. So I don't know. And I was reading through some of the names, and it's a lot of heroes. I was saying,
I mean, ultimately they're leading up to Secret Invasion, right? We would assume.
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars, yes.
Yeah.
So I just find it weird that it would happen now, but I mean, shit, sign me up, bro. I mean, I'm down.
Oh yeah, I mean, all roads led to Endgame, and that had everyone. But still, we had a good amount of characters in Infinity War.
Yeah.
and that worked out very well.
Yeah, but I don't think it was anywhere near 60. 60 is a lot.
60 is a lot.
60 is a lot. So one would assume we're seeing like a battle or something.
Yeah, maybe. I just don't know who.
Because
Shit.
like
Against who?
Endgame gave us a battle where I haven't counted, but I would assume there's 60. There's a good amount of characters in that last battle, right?
Mhm. Yeah, and
I don't think it's 60, but
no. Another thing too, they're saying that at this point, bro, Fantastic Four on that list, Fantastic Four is also going to be in it too.
I assume so.
And I was like, gosh, that's so crazy, bro.
Yeah.
They're going to get their movie, and then boom, there you go, instantly the Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. So I'm along for the ride. Sign me up. I mean, I don't know what to expect. I have no idea where they're going, especially with the whole Kang stuff. I feel like that just kind of just threw a wrench in everything, and now it's like, just gotta wait and see. We just gotta wait and see where we're going.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of Kang, we posted one of the videos for who could Giancarlo be?
Yes,
A couple people keep on saying Kang,
I saw that too.
and
I
I'm
don't
like,
think so.
the voice is there, but no.
Yeah,
no, I don't think you're gonna be Kang.
I don't think he's gonna be Kang,
Especially with that photo. And then we got the behind the scene photo. I'm like, that does not look like Kang.
Yeah, I feel like if they did recast Kang, it would have to be somebody who's, I wouldn't say look like Jonathan Majors, but it would have to be like a smooth transition. And I feel like that is not a smooth transition.
Yeah.
Like if we got that one guy, what's his name? Domingo.
Cole Domingo.
Like I feel like that's a smooth transition.
That's a very smooth
That's
transition.
a smooth transition there. To go from Jonathan Majors to Giancarlo, it's just not a smooth transition.
But, I mean,
you can always say he's another variant, but at the same time, we saw Jonathan Majors, and he was they're all look like him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you can't really say that. And I feel like Cole
He'd be
Domingo,
like he's like a fraternal variant. Or something. He's not
Cole
identical.
Domingo, like we could buy that. Like, okay, yeah, like they're obviously he's recasted, but I mean, we buy it. I don't know.
But along with the Avengers news, dude, they're talking about the director for Deadpool and Wolverine, Shawn Levy, is being eyed by Marvel to
I
direct
believe
the Avengers 5 movie. And instantly, as soon as I heard that, I thought, how good is Deadpool and Wolverine to where Marvel instantly says, here's the keys. And if that's the case, dude, we've been talking about who all could show up in Deadpool and Wolverine. So I don't think with just 2 characters, they're going to say, all right, here's, film something with 60 characters. I think he basically, or they saw what he did in Deadpool Wolverine. They said, okay, so you have an ensemble in there that we're not supposed to know about, but he has an ensemble in there and he directs them all well. Everyone shines. That's when he said, all right, we know you can do that with this amount of people. Try this. Try Avengers. It's not a signed deal, but Hollywood Reporter is talking about, Deadline is talking about, Variety is talking about that Marvel is looking at Shawn Levy to direct the 5th Avengers movie. That's crazy.
Yeah, I fully look at that as they see Deadpool and Wolverine and they think, first off, it's going to be a box office hit.
Yes.
And they think it's amazing. And the way you handled this and the way you handled these characters gives them the confidence to have him direct an Avengers.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at that. As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, then Deadpool's going to be fire. I mean, we already kind of assumed it was going to be fire anyways. But as soon as I saw that, if that's the thing, then yeah, they already have full faith.
Yeah, they already have full faith. And like I said, just to hand over the keys to the 5th Avengers movie, which is also just wrapped in controversy, too, with the whole Jonathan Majors situation. I mean, how
It just keeps getting switched, I feel.
keeps switched up. You have, new
like
script.
the Flash.
Yes, exactly. I mean, new script writer and everything, new drafts of the scripts keep on getting turned in because of all the controversy that's surrounding this movie. So it's just like, whatever is here in the final draft for the script, because I saw also that was turned in too. It's good enough to say, all right, we need the guy from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. We saw Bad Boys last night, and Teresa had saw she hadn't been to the movie since Deadpool and Wolverine have their little thing. And I guess the first time I saw it, I didn't really listen to Deadpool at the beginning, and he's like, so I heard in Secret Wars they're gonna have, or something. He said something like that.
Yeah.
And I guess, and so I noticed it the second time, and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't really notice that he said that the first time we saw it, because I think we've only seen it once in theaters.
Yeah, we only saw it once in theater.
Furiosa. Or did I see it when I saw Apes as well? I don't remember, but I didn't pick up on the beginning of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie. So yes, I saw that whole silence your cell phone thing for Deadpool, and then when we saw Bad Boys for us, did y'all have the trailer? We had the
Deadpool.
Yeah,
we
had the red band trailer with ours.
No,
and Emily was like, "But why would it be like? It's just Deadpool." I'm like,
Yes.
"No, babe, but they're gonna cuss up a storm. They're going to show all this in the trailer right now." So yeah, it's a red band trailer, but even with just a trailer on the big screen, bro, I really got chills.
Why did you get the trailer and I didn't? I guess because you went Thursday.
Maybe, but
no,
That's
I didn't
weird.
get the trailer. I just got the. We got a few red band trailers, but it was not Deadpool. And we got, unless we did, I'm just for real going blank. But I would have remembered if we got the trailer. And we just got the thing where they say silence the phones. That was it.
No, yeah, we got the red band trailer, and I got chills, bro. It was whenever, Deadpool and Wolverine walk from around the corner, and Wolverine is sleeveless. I just legit just look at my arm, and I'm like,
I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited. It's almost here.
It's almost here. July
dude.
cannot.
Yeah,
come fast
we're almost
enough.
a month away because we're June 8th. When I come back from vacation, it'll be the 28th. And so then for sure we'll be less than a month away.
Okay, you come back from vacation, and then the next day,
Yeah, Conor McGregor hopefully
Conor
fights.
McGregor
If he
fights.
doesn't fight, then that's where all the hype dies down from coming back from
no,
vacation.
I'm coming to y'all's house for that.
Yeah,
shit.
dude,
Emily's going on
because-
vacation, so I'm gonna tell my parents, hey, y'all need to watch Elena. I'm gonna come to y'all's house and watch this
hopefully
fight.
it happens, bro.
Moving on to once again another MCU news. This is going around also, bro, that Marvel met with Jordan Peele to talk about a future project for Marvel.
What do you think
What
it is?
what in the world
Do you think
they
it's some type of
offer?
like horror type deal?
So yeah, Jordan Peele, obviously big director, right?
Thrives in horror
He
movies.
really does, and
I
it's
guess
not,
they're
it's
horror,
not just
right?
It's not just horror, but it's also like psychological.
Yeah,
type
like
shit.
it's not really horror, I guess.
Would it
but
be
they're
thrillers? No.
psychological thriller? I don't know how to explain his movies. Like they're creepy, but they're not horror movies, I guess. So yeah,
He has his own genre.
yeah, like
basically.
they're all just they make you think. They're psychological.
Yeah, I enjoyed Nope.
I think it's my least favorite out of all three of his.
Really?
I'd rank it Get Out, and I'd rank it Us, and then I'd rank it Nope.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty.
I mean,
good
I'm not
ranking.
saying I didn't like it, but it's my least favorite out of his three movies.
I was on board up until the big reveal at the end
Yeah,
with the big old
This
like
is-
alien
this-
spaceship when it
this
did
didn't do it
everything
for me. I
Like
just thought
I
it
was
was-
truly on board up until that part, and I was like, "You took me out."
Get Out had a great twist at the end.
Mhm.
Us had a great twist at the end, and I just felt like Nope. It just kind of
Yep.
fell flat.
Nope, didn't have a good
Yeah,
taste.
it just didn't have a good fit. I'm not saying it was bad, but it just was not. It just wasn't that good.
So Marvel's met with him, and then, or there were reports that they met with him about a future project, and everyone online instantly started saying, "Dude, Midnight Suns, oh Blade,
I can
oh
see. Yeah.
Ghost Rider, all these things," and bro, I instantly thought, he kind of does like just some weird psychological stuff. So like, what if he does something with X-Men? Not saying X-Men is like weird psychological stuff, but like, what if he can do something with X-Men?
Do you think?
And then I watched Campia that day,
Oh, and he said
and
the same
they
thing?
said, or he mentioned, how would you feel about X-Men? And even Campia was like, that's not a bad idea. Literally the next day, they had reports saying that it was about X-Men.
Oh wow.
And they couldn't come to anything. So they possibly threw X-Men towards him, and
Yeah.
he just said maybe not. So how true are those rumors that he said no? I don't know. How true are that they offered X-Men? I don't know. This is all speculation. What I'm seeing, or what the reports are coming out. But it's like, that's crazy. Like an X-Men Jordan Peele movie, that'd be a little different.
Didn't Jordan Peele do Candyman also most recent?
I think he was the executive producer.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't watch that one.
Neither did I.
Yeah, just based off the movies that we listed, I don't know if I could see him doing X-Men, but at the same time, he's great, so I wouldn't put it past him. Either way, even if he's evolved somehow, some way, I'm down. I mean, I don't know what. I guess I would prefer him do like a Blade or Midnight Suns or something, just because it fits his genre. But either way,
I really feel like Blade would fit him perfectly.
I agree. I was gonna say Blade, but I didn't know if they already have a director or not.
They do, but at the same time,
It could be switched.
that one, that Blade movie, bro, is in
It's
production
cursed as
hell.
well. It's cursed
Yes,
as well.
it is very cursed. Marvel has no idea where to put this yet. Mahershala Ali was fucking cast like 30 years ago at this point, bro. So I mean, who knows?
I've never seen a Blade movie.
I've watched. Okay, so Spike used to have the first one pop up a couple times, and I think, was it Spike or USA? I can't remember, but they had
Probably
the first one
Spike.
pop up a lot, and I'd watch bits and pieces. I've never sat there and press play and watch from beginning to the end. Now, which bits and pieces have I seen in total to make up the whole movie? I have no idea. Who knows? Like, I've seen 50% of the movie, and I have no idea. But Wesley Snipes, I mean, from what I always remember, did a good job.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
I've never seen it. I don't even know much about the character of Blade. I just know comics related loves Blade. The guy who always says Blitz. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh no, I was about to say bitch Wayne, but no, that's
yeah,
King Lion,
he
bro.
hates Batman. Well, he does hate Batman too.
Both of them hate
Yeah,
Batman. Piss
yeah, both
me
of
off,
them do
bro.
hate Batman.
But yeah, I mean, who knows with the whole Blade scenario? But yeah, Jordan Peele possibly doing a Marvel project would have been a crazy idea. I mean, no one said the idea is dead, but it's a crazy scenario to play out.
Yeah, that is. I guess we'll see.
We'll have to see on that one. You kind of mentioned it a little earlier, but moving on to the next topic, we both saw Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Yep.
The fourth Bad Boys installment, which I've watched plenty of
them.
people
I've seen all
talk
of
about it. Yeah. I've never seen the first.
Are you serious?
I've never seen the first.
I went back and watched them all to see the third one.
I've never seen the first. I've watched the second one more times than I can count religiously. I love that second one. I can't say it's my favorite out of all of them because I haven't seen the first one. But we saw it, and I think like everyone, we agree they dropped the ball on the titles. It should have been Ride or Die, then For Life. But
The last one was For Life, right?
For Life.
Yeah, this one was Ride or Die.
I watched an interview with the directors, and they said they had no idea they were going to make a fourth one, so they thought For Life was going to be the end. But then they thought at the last minute, let's throw in a post-credit scene and let's see what happens. And then it took off, and then it did well at the box office, and then they ended up making a fourth one. Then they acknowledge For Life should have been the fourth title.
Yes. Yeah, I
Anyways.
agree.
So we both saw it, and do you want to rank it, or do you want to? I think this has to be a spoiler-free.
Oh yeah, I mean it just came out.
It
this
just
week,
came
so.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, we can rank it. Ranking for Bad Boys for Life. 3, 2, 1, 8.
Yeah.
I agree.
It was a fun movie.
I had a great time with it. I
It
thought it
was
was really fun.
Fun movie. Mike and Marcus are back. Mike Lowry and Marcus. What's his last name, bro?
Shit. They said it in the movie, I think too.
Yes.
Mike Lowry and Marcus.
Damn.
Damn.
Disrespect, bro.
I'm sure I could look it up. Here, let me look
What you
it up
call
here.
it? So, they're back in it, and dude, it's like they never left. Once again, I had a great time with this film. Martin Lawrence, honestly, I feel like he kind of stole the movie from me. He did a great job as Marcus. He's so funny in this film.
Marcus Miles B. They have his middle name? What the fuck? Why do they have his middle name? I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Sorry.
No,
We'll have to
you're
cut this
good.
out.
No, bro, keep it. It's entertaining.
Marcus Burnett.
Yes.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah.
Hey, bro, we're amateurs, bro.
Well, we just saw last night.
No,
I
yeah,
mean, I just know them as Mike and Marcus.
Mike and Marcus, yeah.
So like, I don't really pay attention to their last names. They say Mike Lowry a lot more than they
They
say Marcus
really-
Burnett. Yeah, bro, they killed it. I mean, if you have any doubt, I had some doubts. I said it a few, like they just making Will Smith look like he's older, and they're trying to make him look. If you had any doubts that Will Smith and Martin Lawrence don't have the sauce anymore, it's gone. Like they still have that. They're still great. Like Martin Lawrence, especially, bro, was fantastic in this movie.
He was so funny
He
in
was
this film, dude.
so funny in this movie.
I like it though that they really went a different direction with this film, because I mean you see it. Well, I don't think you see it in the trailer, but let's just say Mike and Marcus both have some issues going on in this film, and when it happened, I was like, "Wow, okay." Not saying like they were like superhuman or anything, but it seemed like nothing really happened to them.
Yes,
This one,
especially to Will Smith's character.
yes, and then this one you definitely see they humanized my boy.
Yes.
They really did.
Well, and they mention it in the movie that he's 50. So like, I mean, bro, you're not as. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. A 50-year-old is not as smooth as they were probably at 25 or 30. You know, like when they're in their prime.
Yeah, like Mike Tyson.
Yeah. So like, I mean, bro, they for real give us that little perspective. I thought it was great, bro. I thought we got some good scenes. I want to talk about a scene, but like it'll spoil the movie, so like I'm not gonna talk about it.
I'll say this one. We got 2 returning cast members from the third one with Vanessa Hudgens and Bjorn.
Yes. I forget his name. It's like
Is it
we're
Ludwig?
so bad.
Is it
Alexander Ludwig?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we good, but we're back. That's just one scene with Vanessa Hudgens, bro. It was like a 1-2 second scene.
Obviously, before she was pregnant.
Yeah, but even while she's pregnant, she's fine. But I just thought, oh,
Yeah.
But that's all I'm gonna say. But they did fantastic in this movie.
Let me just say, Reggie steals the show as well.
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
that boy Reggie kills.
Yeah.
it.
I was
He's-
so hyped when I was watching the movie. There was multiple times where I was, let's go, Reggie! Like I was so hyped because we had only. I don't think he was in the third movie, was
Yeah,
he?
he was.
Oh, he was. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't really remember. But in the I just remember when he was like a teenager, right? In the second, they clowned his ass.
Motherfucker, you at least 30.
Yeah, bro, it was great. I had a really fun time with it. I think we're both kind of in the same. Where as long as we have a good time, bro, we don't really care. Like there were some lines in the movie where I felt like they were very cheesy.
Yeah.
And there were some acting parts where I thought, okay, bro, like this, I'm not buying this. Especially with Martin Lawrence's wife and Teresa. In the movie, I just feel like every time she spoke, I just feel like okay, but like it was fun. Like I don't care, you know, and they did a great job. I feel like all 4 have been solid ass movies.
I need to go back and watch the first one.
I feel like the first is solid, second is solid, third was surprisingly solid, and this one I felt like was also pretty good.
Yeah, they do some they do some different stuff in the beginning of this film when it comes to Marcus.
Yes,
They really do some weird stuff.
it took a while to get into the movie. I felt
Yeah,
just
and
because of the stuff they were doing with Marcus.
It kind of took me out for a second.
Yeah.
But I was like, I see what they're doing. I mean, you got
And
to
then
switch
it
it
paid
up.
off in the end because throughout the whole movie it was funny.
Yes, it definitely paid off in the end. And it went full circle. It went full circle.
Yes.
It was great, dude.
Yeah, I
was
really
really
enjoyed it. I thought what's weird is so Michael Bay didn't direct this one, right?
No.
But it felt
the
very.
directors were.
I could look it up.
No, I have
Oh.
it here. I just
You just
don't want to
don't wanna say
butcher
their
their names. Bilal Fallah and Adil Arabi.
Adil El Arbi and then Bilal Fallah. Yes. Okay.
They were the directors for the third one.
Oh, were
They
they?
also directed a couple episodes for Miss Marvel,
Mm.
and they were the ones supposed to do the Batgirl movie.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna lie, bro.
You want the Batgirl movie now?
Well, not just that, but the rumors about them possibly maybe doing Spider-Man 4, I'd take it.
It just so I was gonna say Michael Bay didn't direct this movie, but it felt very Michael Bay, did it not?
Yeah,
It felt very Michael Bay. It reminded me because I think Michael Bay did the first two.
Yeah,
it reminded me so much of the second one. The third one, it was good, but I don't really remember like much of it. Like I remember key points of it, but I don't remember. I just remember it being good. I feel like I had a way better time with this one than I did the third one.
They do some flashbacks in this one that show what happened in the third one, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought, holy crap,
Yeah, like
I forgot that.
Yes,
happened.
like the third one was good. I'd say
Yeah.
the third one was my least favorite out of all four. But this one I felt like was good. Armando too. Armando, badass dude,
Yes, bro.
Clean ass motherfucker, bro.
Homeboy from Grey's Anatomy, Eric Dane or Don
Yeah,
or whatever,
He's the
he was
villain in
it.
the movie.
Bro, Mr. Fantastic, bro, from the first Fantastic
Yeah.
Four movie.
I want to
he's
see.
in
I
it.
want to say too what I was gonna say, but I'm gonna spoil the movie. So,
Yeah. I feel like I know, but yeah.
yeah, you know me because bro, from the beginning I'll be
Yes,
telling
I
Teresa,
know.
like, so,
Just enjoy it.
yeah,
bro.
but so yeah, I don't want to say because it'll spoil the movie. But anyways, it was really good, bro. Yeah, I had a really good time with it. I mean, I doubt we'll give like a full review on it next week because I'm sure that the hype's already gone. But it was a really good time. I think anybody needs to go see it. Have you seen any numbers? I mean, I guess it's only been out 2 days.
Box office, no.
I guess we'll
Rankings,
get more. I guess we'll
rankings.
get
I've seen a couple people talk about. They really liked it, bro. Cinema Score gave it a A-, whatever. IGN
Okay.
gave it an 8.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just a really fun time. It's
a
really
good time
fun
at the movies,
yeah.
bro. They poke fun at Will at one point in the movie. I don't know if you caught that one.
At who?
At Will Smith, not Mike Lowry. At Will
Oh.
Smith.
Oh no, I didn't catch it. I guess
We'll talk
we'll
about
talk about
it
it after. Do you for sure it's the last one? I assume. Unless this one
Yeah.
does. Unless this one just kills it box office wise.
Maybe it just breaks even and just gets its money back and makes profit. Yeah, I mean they could do a fifth one.
They could do a
so
fifth one.
at-
I hope it's the last one.
So I was asked at work when I told them I saw it. They're like, "So is there gonna be another one?" And I go, "Honestly, I don't know."
I think
And they're
they
like-
ended it to
they're
where
like,
it could
oh,
end.
like something bad happened. No, it's not that something bad. It's just where they end it. They can legit say, "Book is closed." But then at the same time, if it does well, they can just say, "Who said this is over?"
So I was gonna say, Fast and the Furious is very good about that. They end it to where it could be that could be the final one, and we'd be good. But then they always find a way to bring in another movie, make it in because they do good box office wise. This one, the way it ended, it could be the ending, and we would be 100% cool with it.
Yeah, I think the only 2 times for Fast and Furious where they legit knew there was going to be another one was the Dominic Toretto. You don't know me, but
Yeah.
you're about to with Jason Statham.
Because I feel like most of them just end with them eating dinner at the table all as a family, and it's a good vibe ending. Unless you have like an end credit scene, but sometimes they end. I feel like and it's good, especially like the Paul Walker thing.
Yeah, they could have ended it there.
Yeah, and then so I feel like if this one does good, successful, like money wise, I think that they'll make another one. But I hope it's the last one, just because I mean, bro, it ended on a good note. Like we don't want to go into a thing and it not end on a good note.
The third one for Life, it seemed like it felt like they really wanted that one to be the last because for those who haven't seen it, it's they get a whole new
Yeah,
cops,
yes,
agents.
that's
or
where
what-
Vanessa Hudgens.
That's where we
Alexander
get.
Ludwig.
Yeah, I mean, was there a third one?
That was the third one.
No, like the third person.
Oh, the Mexican detective, the chief.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so I mean, you got them, and it was almost like they're handing the ring,
Yes.
like they're passing the torch type thing. Nah, yeah, they're they're still top dogs. And there's one scene, bro, with Mike when I'll just say he just goes off on some big wigs, and I just thought, yes, bro,
Yeah.
let them know who you are,
Yep.
bro.
Yeah, like you talked about the humanized aspect. I like it just because they show that they're in their 50s.
Yeah.
Like they're not the same young dudes anymore. But yeah, it was great. I think anybody who hasn't seen it, you need to go see it because I had a really good time with it.
Same.
You want to get into WWE?
Let's go move on WWE, sir.
So we had SmackDown last night. I caught the highlights because I was at the movies last night.
Yeah, I was at Fanexpo.
Yeah. So it didn't seem like we missed a whole lot.
No.
But we got some matches labeled for Clash at the Castle. We got Bailey and what's her face?
Piper.
Piper. She gave a promo yesterday. Did you see that?
No.
It was honestly like it's one of the first times I've really heard her talk, and I didn't realize her Scottish accent was so thick.
So I didn't see the promo, but I saw like an image of her and Chelsea,
Yes,
and I just thought, oh, look at Chelsea,
bro. I mean, dude. So it was honestly like one of the first times that I heard her really talk. I'm trying to pull up the card here, and
You say her Scottish accent?
yeah, and I didn't realize it was so thick like that. Like because Drew has a Scottish accent, but I feel like he's been in America a long time now. Like it's gotten like it's still there obviously, but it's not.
It's like Sheamus.
Yeah, I guess like it's not like super duper thick. Piper Niven I felt like was thick, but so far, the card that we have: Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest for the world title, Piper Niven versus Bayley for the women's title, Chad Gable versus Sami Zayn for the IC title, AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes. This is a new thing that happened last night, and an I Quit match for the WWE title. Fire Dawn, Baszler and Stark, and Jade and Bianca for the women's tag titles. Pretty solid card. Do you think they add another match to that?
I can see one more being added.
Really? Because that's 5. I feel like the past few cards have been like 4 or 5 matches. That's already 5 there.
Maybe then. I don't know.
Maybe
I
like
can
a
see one more.
pre-show, but I personally
yeah.
think this is. I personally think this
Because
is
we had
card.
the tag team match this last one, and it still was 5 at the end of it, wasn't it?
Was it? Okay, so yeah, so we'll probably get a pre-show match maybe.
Yeah.
We adding Solo. Somebody thinks we're adding Solo Sikoa and Kevin Owens. I don't think so. I personally think 5 matches. I think that's it.
Okay.
That's how they run it. So I mean, pretty good card though.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
Never mind. Go ahead.
And Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles in an I Quit match. Obviously, Cody Rhodes is not saying I quit.
No.
Uh,
He'll pass out before that shit happens.
yeah, it's just like John Cena. Like you're not seeing John Cena say I quit. But I'm excited to see that match because they put on a good match just in the match being itself. But now it's an I Quit match.
Yeah.
You think we get some blood? Personally, I think we do.
I hope. Let us know we're back, man. Like, I don't know. Like, does the match need blood? No. But
I
with the
personally think in an I Quit match, you
for
do.
an I Quit match, it's, bro, you have to defeat your opponent to the point where they say I quit. And 9 times out of 10, there's always blood involved. So, was there blood with John Cena and
Randy Orton?
Okay.
No.
Damn it.
But because that's when we were in our PG. That was when we were hardcore PG.
Mm.
Now we're bringing blood in a little bit. I personally think we're gonna see blood. I think Cody for sure is bleeding.
Did Jeff and Matt have an I Quit match at 25?
They had an I Quit match at Backlash after 25.
Because I just remember,
or was it 25? Because
I
I don't think it was 25. It was Backlash, I think.
because that was the one where Jeff tied Matt up or whatever on the table, and then he said I quit.
Yes, that was at Backlash, I believe,
Okay.
not at WrestleMania. Matt Hardy won at WrestleMania, I think.
Okay.
The one I think about is John Cena and JBL. That motherfucker John Cena, bro, lost so much blood. He
walking at JBL with that damn bumper.
Yeah, that's what JBL said. I quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think about when I think about like blood and I quit matches. I'm excited. I think Cody Rhodes for sure is bleeding though. And then we got Bianca and Jade. Of course, I think WWE is gonna try to put them on every card just because they're stars.
Yeah, they are. Jade's. I watched some highlights from her match or whatever. She did good. There's some parts
I feel
where
like she's getting better.
Yeah, there's some parts where I think, okay, move a little smoother. Like, look like you have to be on the main card.
I think for her style, it's hard to look smoother because she's kind of got to trust. I think a lot of it depends on the other wrestler that she's wrestling. Like, I think Jade, it's hard for Jade because she moves so fast and she's like super powerful. And so I think like the wrestler that she's working with has got to be less stiff.
Yeah, because I feel like Jade is kind of stiff.
Jade is stiff, yeah. So I feel like
She's stiff as in like let's say like a very tall wrestler. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like the big wrestlers like that, like back in the day, like bro,
it's the same thing for the guys. Like anytime there's a tall, like super muscular guy, usually a lot of times they're stiff, unless you get like a freak like Batista and Brock Lesnar. So yeah, I assume that they're. But do you think Bayley gets booed?
Yeah.
I don't think so, personally. I don't think people care about Piper Niven like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Just a home crowd.
I mean, I know she is from Scotland, but I think Bayley's just bro, especially in these Europe crowds, they love Bayley.
You know, we're going to hear that damn chant that, hey,
yeah.
Bayley. Yeah.
Yes. I was going to say, because I was wondering, like, what if Bayley does get booed, but I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
But with Drew and Damian, didn't we get a announcement already at MSG that it's gonna be Damian versus
Jey Uso?
Yeah, for the title. So
yeah, but then Damian quoted it and like acknowledged it. So I don't know. Maybe that's just a loop to throw us in. I honestly have no idea where we're going for this. My prediction, we'll give our predictions, but I think Drew is gonna win somehow, some way. But at the same time, I don't know because we still have Gunther. So like, how does that work? Like at SummerSlam, like we gotta have two heels fight each other for the title. I have no idea. I'm curious to see where they go with this whole Judgment Day. Live on Monday.
I was just about to say,
Live on
do you want to
Monday
talk about
gave
the
us some
big
more
thing?
moments where we just thought, Jesus Christ, like I don't know how Tom does it. Like I don't know how.
This dude, I think, is winning at life.
He's got a wife at home. He's got mommy, and now he's got a side chick, and Liv.
And no disrespect, Dom's wife's very, very.
She's very pretty.
Yeah. So,
high school sweethearts.
yeah, was it high school? I think it was high
think
school.
it was high school. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how this man does it.
I know, especially since he's got that mullet.
Yeah, bro, fucking Dirty Sanchez shit. But yeah, bro, yeah, he's doing great for himself. You know, I think I still agree with your TikTok that he has surpassed Rey Mysterio. You can quote me on that shit.
Yeah.
Quote you on that shit. We agree that this man is the GOAT.
So I was gonna ask you though. So this past Monday, we got two moments where Finn Balor interrupted. What if this whole time we're thinking it's gonna be Liv and Dom, but eventually it's gonna be Finn and Liv? Would you buy that?
Yeah, I could buy that too. Because someone I think on Twitter also posted this isn't the first time, not including Judgment Day, but the first time. Oh well, actually it did. Before Finn was on the Judgment Day was about to attack Liv, and I think he jumped Damien.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Liv, AJ, and Finn made a little faction.
That's right. Yes. And then he saved her then. So people are like, this isn't the first time they've had
And
interaction.
we saw them get out of the car.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe Dom truly is just one loyal
Yeah,
mofo.
maybe what if we are getting this story where Dom for real is trying to make Liv lose, but like it just keeps backfiring, and then we come to find out that Liv and Finn are working together, and that's how Finn gets his title. That's how he gets his title back eventually, or something. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me because he's going in there a little. He's the only one that's going in there like, hey, cut it out, like stop or something. So I don't know, bro. What if it's Finn and Liv?
I could see that too.
Yeah, I personally would like Finn or Dom and Liv better. Just because it just would go, it'd just be funnier. Like it'd be,
yeah, I mean, everyone's loving it.
It'd be more entertaining.
But gosh, man, she backed that man into the corner. Poor Dom didn't know what to do, but he's a victim.
So when I saw that too, I thought, whoa, we're getting a little risky here. Like, I mean, bro, when's the last time we've seen WWE do something like that?
It's been
like
a minute.
she slid her hand down,
She was stomach
all the way to his stomach, and it was going behind, and like. I saw somebody on Twitter be like, "Okay, so we're showing sexual assault on that."
Shut the fuck up,
yeah,
bro.
shut your ass up, bro.
Damn,
First off, it's fake.
Hey, some same mofos that would have never survived Slim Shady back in the day,
Yeah,
bro.
well,
They
and
would have
then-
never survived the attitude era.
I was
bro.
gonna say, and then I think, okay, bro, you should have seen the shit that I was watching when I was 7 and 8 years old in WWE. Like that shit was ridiculous.
I had that conversation yesterday with a certain coworker talking about just basically sheltering, not letting your kids see certain things just because it's inappropriate. And I'm thinking, bro, do you understand what I was watching?
Bro, like we were watching wrestling and there was so many inappropriate stuff.
Hey,
when
I
we
was
were
watching
younger.
Braun Bandy match. I was watching Kelly Expose. Hey, had the remote right there. Watching the door. Make sure my parents don't walk in. Like, bro.
Yeah, it was. I remember my dad walked in when I was watching WrestleMania 20, and
Okay.
it was Sable and Tori Wilson
yeah.
versus Stacy Keibler and who was the other person? It was Charlie Haas's girl. Remember Charlie Haas was with that girl? What was her name?
Oh my gosh.
She wasn't a big wrestler, anyways. And they had a Playboy broad
Yeah, bro.
face. And I just remember I was watching it because I was watching the DVD. I used to just watch the wrestling DVD all the time. And my dad walks in, he's like, "What are you watching?" And I was like, "Just watching wrestling. I was playing with my wrestlers." Like, bro, that's just what was. We were just used to that shit.
It wasn't. Yeah. I mean, and look at us. We turned out fine, bro.
So yeah, I thought when I saw Liv do that to Dom, I thought, "Oh wow, like that's a little risque there." But yeah, I mean, it was great. There was something else I want to talk to you about too before I change the subject there. I can't remember.
Something involving Raw?
Yeah, I can't really remember. I was gonna tell you I'm watching Eddie Guerrero. I wore the shirt, so remember to talk about it. I'm watching Eddie Guerrero's Legends on AEW, and gosh, man. First off, rest in peace, Eddie. I just miss. I wish Do you think if he was still alive, he'd be involved in WWE today?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
Because he'd be what? He'd be in his 50s.
Yeah, and I think the storyline will be that, especially with
Like, I don't think he'd be wrestling, but I
No,
think he'd be backstage, like
bro,
like Shawn Michaels, Triple H.
He'll be telling Dom right now, "Hey, what the vato, man?"
Oh,
he goes,
yeah,
he
bro.
goes, "Hey, he goes, I had me a fly mommy back in the day too." Hey, blood runs deep, boy.
Yeah. I think he would be. I think he for sure would be helping. Do you think if he was here still, we'd have a cruiserweight division still?
Yeah, because I think he would really,
I think he
Like
would
that.
probably be in charge of that or something.
yeah,
Someone in the documentary said that he is the Latino Shawn Michaels. I agree.
he really
'Cause
is, honestly.
He was a AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels-esque wrestler. Like, you could put him with anybody, and he could carry the match, and he was just fluid.
So
He was
there's
just-
certain individuals that especially Undertaker, you obviously know that, but there's certain individuals that I love. Like, I really love other wrestlers talking about them.
Yeah.
So for me, for years, even before Undertaker retired, and we got all these documentaries, all these people talking about Undertaker, basically, just what he did for the business. I used to love watching people talk about the respect they had for him, how much he does for the business, and like how much he puts people, like all these little different things. I love it. Shawn, after he changed, he turned into that, and I loved hearing people talk about it. Eddie, I love hearing people talk about
So
how
do I.
great he was in the ring. I love people talking about the amount of respect he had in the locker room. He wasn't like the locker room leader per se, but he was damn near close. And like, it wasn't one of those he commanded respect. No, they wanted to respect this man so much. I miss this.
Well,
dude,
they
bro.
talk about it in the documentary, bro. They talk about it how obviously we knew that he had drug problems, but I never really knew the full detail like about it. And they talk about it how first off he was so good in WCW. They all had so much respect for him because he was solid, bro. Like, there's not much you could say. And then his drug problems, I didn't know, bro. So he had drug problems, of course, and he overdosed once. Literally, bro, like a week later, overdosed again. And then even after 2 overdoses, still was getting arrested for DUIs. Still was WWE. So WWE sent him to rehab once. Came out of rehab, drank 2 bottles of wine, woke up in jail the next day. The next day, Vincent. Then he came to work. He came to work fucked up on drugs, and so WWE released him. That's where they released him, and so he finally went to rehab again, or he went to therapy or something. And then that's when he finally like picked up his life. And Vicky left him. Vicky divorced him while he was in prison, or while he was in rehab. She sent him a letter that she was filing for divorce.
Oh, wow.
Like, she completely left him. The divorce hadn't finalized, but they separated. And so he was living on his own when he joined WWE again. And then obviously like he changed, and so they got back together. But then they talk about it in WWE, bro. Like, he was so good. You could put him with anybody, and he just knew. And then they talk about how, because before when he was in WCW, he was just like a wrestler and he didn't really talk much. And then they talk about when he switched to the Latino Heat and all that stuff. And he said he was just watching a show, and one of the person, I don't remember. You have to watch the documentary, but he said like,
Is it the one with Robin Williams?
yes.
Yes.
I didn't know that that's where he got the Latino Heat from, and he just put Latino Heat on it. The guy didn't say Latino Heat, but he said something Heat, and then Eddie put the Latino Heat on it. And they talk about how once he did that, once he became funny, bro, like he just shot up from there, and like everybody loved all the shit. He came up with the vignettes of him and Chavo doing the lie, cheat, and steal. Like those,
I used to love
were
those
so good,
much. They were
bro.
so funny.
Yeah, he's so good, man. And so the part I'm on is when he just won the world title, the WWE Championship. And then I think I still have like another 25 minutes left.
Gosh, but hey, heel Eddie, highlights,
I assume-
highlights in the hair.
I
Eddie,
assume
boy?
I'm assuming the doc is probably is getting to that part.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be towards the
Yeah,
end.
because that's next. Like, after he loses the title, that's when he tags with Ray for a little bit, and then he turns heel.
But yeah, the highlights, Eddie boy.
Yeah. Bro, that Eddie, and then he came out with the phone ringing and the Latino.
Oh, bro, that theme song was so clean
Yeah.
too, bro.
It was hard for me though when I was younger, seeing him turn to a bad guy.
Yeah,
But
me too.
but do
I
you
was like,
notice
bro,
he couldn't really stay a bad guy for long, because obviously he had the stuff with Ray, and then after that they tried to make him a bad guy still, but it just didn't work. Like, they
Nah,
had to
he
turn
was
him
good.
back. They had to turn him back to a good guy because the crowd, you could not like Eddie. You just
Yeah.
couldn't. And the time I think about is when Batista came, because he was trying to he was challenged Batista for the world title, and it was supposed to be him being as a heel, but they ended up making him a tag team
Yeah.
because they just worked so well together.
And that's when you got that great segment backstage of him eating him eating all those tacos and getting her, and then Batista has the male nurse come in and help him out.
Yeah, bro. I just love the documentary. It just makes me think, damn, if he was still here, dude.
What is it on?
It's on A&E. That's where all like the Legends and Rivals documentaries are.
Yeah.
So if you sign in with I just signed in with my parents' DirecTV, and I just watch it on there. Like the Roman Reigns was on there. Didn't you watch the Roman Reigns one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Roman Reigns
was so good.
Yeah. A&E makes good ass documentaries. I just wish they were on Peacock.
Yeah, me too.
I wonder why they keep it separate like that.
I don't know. They have some contract with them, I guess.
Yeah.
But
anything else?
There's
not much. I mean, next week obviously we'll have predictions for Clash, but other than that, I mean, there's not really.
I think
much.
that's pretty much it. I think we ran through everything.
Yeah, there's not really much news. Oh, you think Chad Gable gets signed again?
Yeah, bro.
So do I.
Yeah, they have this whole storyline.
Apparently,
going with him.
as of yesterday, he was a free agent. Isn't that crazy?
Just like Becky, bro.
Yeah, but like Chad Gable is literally in a storyline like right now. Like he's on Clash of the Castle. Oh, I guess that says it right there. I mean, if him,
well,
Sammy,
I guarantee they'll probably just say, okay, I mean, yeah, your contract's up, but you still have to fulfill those duties.
I mean, if his contract is up though, he wouldn't have to essentially. Like he's not under contract anymore. But I think they already have a deal. They probably just
it's a professional courtesy.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's not going to AEW. That's for sure.
He is not, bro. Tony Khan, kiss my ass, bro. He
Yeah.
is not taking
who
Perk Gable, bro.
Who's see? Because when I think about WWE people, I think okay, this person would not go to AEW. This person, but then I thought Edge wouldn't go to AEW, and he did.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like I don't think AJ Styles would go to AEW now. I think at this point he's solidifying WWE.
Yeah, I mean he fought. I mean not fought, but he wanted to come to WWE for a minute, and we got him.
Yeah,
and he stayed ever since.
And I don't think like I'm trying to think who would be a big name to go to AEW.
Drew.
I don't think so. I think he just signed a new contract.
No, what I'm saying like you're saying
like he would
big
go.
Name, like,
yeah,
but I could see it.
I'm trying to think.
With all the ups and downs with Drew in the past of just like the contract stuff, I mean, one day I could just see his WWE run will be over. Yeah,
but I just feel like now he's solidifying WWE. Honestly,
who could never leave? Cody.
At this rate, I don't think I would ever see him leaving. Honestly, I think
Cody's
he'll retire in WWE.
Cody's dying in WWE, bro.
I think the only way I see somebody like one of those wrestlers going to AEW is if WWE just like makes them retire. Yeah. And then they don't, like a Ric Flair situation. Ric Flair, obviously, WWE wanted him to retire. So we did this whole thing. And then this motherfucker went to TNA. And he still wrestled and did all this shit.
Yeah, that's true, too.
So.
Bro, you need to watch that WWE Next Gen.
Yeah.
On Roku channel. It's so good, bro.
I do want to watch it. My Roku TV is in my room. And I hardly ever watch TV in my room.
Talent coming up, bro. Talent coming up. It's pretty good.
I believe it. Yeah, it's just, you could just tell the athleticism.
Yeah. You
can just tell. Like, if you're an athlete, you'll probably be a good wrestler.
Like, it's so crazy. Like, back in the day, you just thought about it. You had all these indie circuits, and they had, wrestlers, and then finally you just had to get a call from WWE saying, we want you to come here. Now it's, bro, it's just like the Tough Enough stuff back in the day. And those guys weren't really respected in WWE. Hell, Miz is a prime example of that. But this one, it's like, bro, they are just straight athletes, bro.
Well, WWE's making it an impact on, or they're making an effort to recruit college people now.
Yeah.
Like before, when we were younger, I mean, we didn't see that really. It was like you said, you had to wrestle in the indie scene and hope that WWE eventually would find you. Unless you had like a dad that wrestled before, like Randy Orton.
Yeah, I can make that call.
Yeah, or you were just a stud athlete like Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar and Shelton Benjamin, I think, went straight out of college.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you didn't see that. But I think it's also because wrestling is cool now.
Wrestling's cool now,
and I think people in college are more interested in doing it now, especially girls.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple recruits in this one where at the beginning they said they've always heard of it, but they never did anything with it. But they are an athlete, and they just miss doing something physical and athletic. And then by the end, they're like, "I fell in love with this business." Like, but then you have some that are like, "Bro, this has been my childhood." Yeah. Like you just see them because obviously Shawn Michaels is heading the whole thing, and so is Matt Bloom, A-Train.
Yes,
and they're just like, oh my God, I'm thinking that'd be me.
Yeah, that'd be me too.
That'd be me, bro.
I just think because when I think about it too, so some of these girls are straight out of college, right? So they're like 21, 22. I don't know the age. But then I just think, okay, in my high school, I couldn't imagine any of those girls being WWE wrestlers because it just wasn't it wasn't not based off athleticism, but just based off interest.
Oh,
Like nobody in my talks about WWE like ever. I never had conversations about WWE with anybody because no one watched it.
Same.
And I feel like now it's more mainstream. Now other girls see more athletic girls there, and it just works. And I feel like people have a genuine interest. And now WWE has this talent pool that you can have these tryouts, these shows. Before, I don't think you could.
Mm-mm.
You just had to have like a tough enough show with like 10 people.
Yeah. Just doing like weird ass little things.
Yeah.
But this one's like legit. Like their whole recruitment process and how they do it, it's pretty damn cool.
And I think the concept is there already where it's like if you don't make it to the NFL or you don't make it to the professional sport you want to, like people are like, this person went to WWE and did great, so I'm going to go to WWE. I think Braun Breaker is a prime example. Yeah. I mean, granted, he had family in wrestling, but I think he wanted to go to the NFL and it didn't work out.
And same with our tribal chief, bro.
Roman Reigns, yeah.
Our tribal chief.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, yeah. I mean,
we say that, but yeah, they had big families in wrestling.
That's very true.
Biggie, who's one that for real tried to go and had no family in wrestling? Did
Goldberg.
Did Biggie Langston? I'm trying to think of like one more recent.
Did Biggie go?
I don't think he went to the NFL. You know who did go to the NFL? Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin was in the NFL.
Yeah.
He played with Pat McAfee.
That's right.
Isn't that crazy?
Right. Yep.
And then it didn't work out, so he went to WWE.
And then, I mean, it worked out for him.
Yeah, there was another one too. I think it was a black guy. He was in the NFL. Oh, Francis, AJ Francis, the guy who was in Hit Row. What's his name, bro? He got released recently. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
His real name is AJ Francis, but I don't know his wrestling name. I keep forgetting.
Why am I forgetting right now?
But he was in the NFL, and he obviously just got released, and now he's in TNA. But he was in the NFL as well and went to WWE.
I can't remember his name. I'm really trying to remember right now.
I can't remember his name. I just know Swerve, B-Fab, and shit, I don't remember the other guy's name, bro. That's why he got released, I guess.
Damn. And the sad part is, I didn't even remember Swerve. I just remembered his name. Damn, bro. Top Dollar.
Top Dollar, yes, yeah. He was in the NFL as well, and was so. I think a lot of athletes now see like a different path. Like if I don't make it to this sport, WWE's right there.
Yeah,
and I think WWE's willing to take them because they find a lot of great athletes.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and then we've talked about plenty of times. It's just so athletic.
Like,
right
bro,
now.
I truly think if we grew up in this era, because we're already 27 now, but I think if we like were the same age as these people and it was more accessible to get to WWE, I think we would have had more intriguing. Like, we would have been more interested in going that route. Like when me and you graduated high school, like we said, bro, WWE wasn't mainstream yet. So like you had to work your way up on the indie scene to get to WWE still.
Yeah, that's true too.
But now you can try out. They have tryouts every state that they go to for pay-per-views. They have tryouts.
I know it's every state.
Yeah.
Or every PLE. I just thought it was the WrestleManias.
No, they do it for all of them now, and they have tryouts.
Nice.
Because I know that because it was one PLE. I don't remember what PLE it was, but I remember because I saw someone on TikTok say that they're here for this and they're gonna go to those tryouts.
Damn.
And it was just like a random PLE.
Oh, never mind. That because even in that and the show they talk about, in 4 to 6 months, new recruits will come in, and like the recruits that they're following right now, they're saying you're going to end up competing with them.
Yeah.
So you have to show off and let them know, what you've learned and be an example and all this stuff. And they also talked about how, and this will make me really think about how like before you had to be a part of the indie circuit and everything like that, but now they're all athletes. They talk about Bianca Belair, like Matt Bloom talks about Bianca was one of his his biggest. And I'm just thinking, and look where she's freaking at, bro. Yeah. Like she went from
was an athlete,
just being a straight regular athlete, or not regular, but a great college athlete, and now being one of the top stars in WWE is insane.
Yeah, that is insane. Yeah, I wish it was more accessible.
Yeah,
that's why I keep telling my brother. I keep telling him to be a wrestler, but I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, I keep on telling Paula from work
to tell his son,
tell her son to get into wrestling right now in high school, and then eventually he could do something and go to WWE. She goes, no, he's not going WWE. And then I just show her photos of like Liv and Rhea, and I said, look, he could have this. And she goes, oh my God.
I think there still is like a notion though with people who don't watch it that it's not going to be a professional wrestler. Like I think it still is there. Like even though it's a lot more cooler now, I think there, especially with like older people, I think the notion still is like WWE, this shit's fake.
Hey, there's one of the recruits in there, bro. You see it, and it bro, pisses me off.
Yeah, but like clearly, I think if people watch, you would see the athleticism is there. But yeah, anything else?
No, that was it.
No. All right. Well, we'll be back next week. We'll have predictions this week for Clash of the Castle.
Yeah, we'll get those out.
And then we'll be back next week.
All right, later, guys.
Later.